Hey y'all, so today I wanted to briefly talk about how you can get a quick response from the source and from the universe and from your guides, your angels, and your divine team to shift things in your life. And the quickest way that you can get connection through the source is talking to the Most High directly, stating, I need this, or can you help me with this, or can you show me this? The first That's the first way, where you don't need any tools, you don't need anything but your voice. The second thing is, sometimes the spirit, the Most High, the source, your angels and divine team will move on your behalf when you cry. Now, I'm not saying like fake crying or forcing yourself to cry, forcing yourself to have feelings. This is when you actually are going through something and you feel something deeply in your soul. Usually, when you cry, you're sending out signals to the universe, you're sending out signals to the source, you're sending signals to the Most High that, okay, there is something going on down on earth that I need to help my divine child with. And the crying is really important because that's how you know you're really connected, and you still have a soul in a sense. But yeah, the crying will automatically send out signals to the universe. Speaking, talking directly, talking to, going outside, sitting in nature, talking. And people would say it's talking to yourself. People would say it's talking to yourself, but you're not necessarily ever really talking to yourself. So that's the other way to get a fast response from the source. Another way to get the fast response from the source is from your angel's divine team is writing letters to your divine team. So you can write, uh, dear archangel, dear guardian angel, dear Most High, dear Heavenly Father, dear Heavenly Mother, dear all of creation, dear loving universal forces. Okay, because you can have universal energies that aren't loving. You can encounter a lot of energies throughout the universe, throughout the multiverse. But that's why I always say, ask for the loving universal forces that mean you well, that want to serve your highest good. So you can ask, you can talk to your ancestors this way as well. You can say, dear ancestors. You can add them all in there. Sometimes I put dear Most High, dear archangels, dear Most High archangels, divine Heavenly Father and Heavenly Mother, all of creation, spirit guides, all those who serve my highest good. And then I write that letter. Another thing you can do is write your letters to yourself, different versions of yourself. You can write your letters to your inner child, you can write letters to your higher self, you can write letters to many versions of yourself. But at the end of the day, if you're writing to your archangels, you got to remember that everything that you are talking to is an extension of you. So your archangels is an extension of you. The divine Heavenly Father and Heavenly Mother is an extension of you. It's not separate from you. It's already a part of you. So yeah, that's one of the main things I love to do. So when you're writing your letters, you can do whatever you want with your letters. You can keep it in the book. You can burn your letters. You can, burn them into ashes and send it out. Put it in outside. Let it blow outside. You can put it in a box and make a God box, what I like to call a God box. So if you have an extra shoe box, or you could go to the dollar store or Michael's or craft store and get you a pretty box. You can make the box pretty. You can paint it if you want, cover it with wrapping, and that's what I like to call a God box. You pretty much just put the letters that you write to the source or whomever, your archangels, divine team. Fold those letters up, put them in a box, and never look at them. You may just be writing letters. It's not always about what you want. You may just be talking to them how you feel or whatever. You know, you write the letters and you put it in a box and don't look back at it. You're going to get responses you're going to get responses from the universe all around you. You're going to see all types of signs. You're going to hear the birds talking, the bugs chirping. You're going to see patterns in the numbers. So as you learn how the source communicates with you best, it's not going to be the same for everybody neither. So writing, speaking are the fastest ways you can get in contact with source and for source to respond. Now I want to go into a little bit of, because I said in the previous video about not using candle magic and all that blase. A lot of stuff is for fools. Like, you can do whatever you want, but at the end of the day, the timing is still not going to be what you always wanted to be. And what I mean about by, using physical items, even like using sage, right? Using sage, right? To cleanse instead of just cleansing through the sound of your voice. I'm going to talk about cleansing in the next video. But yeah, I think I have talked about it before a couple times. But yeah, you can literally cleanse through the eternal source, the loving highest vibration. You can literally cleanse just the vibration, but it requires you to actually believe in it. It requires you to really feel and know that it's there. And you don't necessarily need physical 3D items, right? So, you know, they say that candle magic boosts, a lot of stuff will boost the energy, but it really doesn't matter. What is going to boost it is what you believe. Like, do you wholeheartedly believe that the source is with you and moving on your behalf? The spiritual realm is with you and moving on your behalf, or do you not? Because you're putting the power into the candles or whatever you choose to use. Crystals, now certain things in science, like crystals, that's in everything. That's in, phones, that's in everything that you live comes from the earth. But a lot of times you still are putting, if you set an intention over anything, you're setting intention, you're putting the energy into it. So it's not necessarily that the candle is blue and it is helping you with communication because it's blue, or the throat chakra because it's blue all the time. It's the fact that you believe. It's the fact that you put your energy into the blue candle and you're like, okay, I know this this helps with this. I set an intent over the blue candle that it's assisting me with communication. So if that's the truth, I mean, if that is, something that, if the eternal truth is that, you know, everything you speak comes to life, right? Even what you write, whatever you write comes to life. Then, yeah, what you speak over the candle, what you speak over whatever, what you speak over anything comes to life. So, you know, people think it's not that simple, but it is. So so, people post about everyday things, that happen, everyday occurrences. And I'm not saying things aren't going to happen. Things are going to happen because you still experience resistance sometimes being on earth because you're in a physical realm. But at the same time, some stuff it can be controlled if you actually wholeheartedly have faith and you actually believe, like, that you're protected, right? And that's another thing with the protection is, like, say you get pulled over, you often get pulled over by the police, right? And you don't understand why, or you get in trouble with the law. Usually that's a spiritual experience you're having, but you don't realize it's a spiritual experience you're having. But did you talk to the source? Did you put it out in the source, like, protect my car, protect my family, protect my house? Did you demand the universe? Did you tell the universe that's what you wanted? Because a lot of us be caught up in the worldly things so much. We be like, man, the police, man, this, man, that. And you're going all the way over the whole point. A lot of times our guides are looking at us like, hello, we can't step in unless you ask us. So a lot of times they don't do anything. They let you continue to go through cycles and learn lessons until you realize the bigger picture and that they're actually right there. But it is spiritual law that they cannot step in without your permission. So, and there's ways around things, supernatural ways around things, but you can't say it, and also you can't say it without belief. You can't say it and not believe it. You can't sit here and say, think God's gonna do something, and God knows your heart. God knows, the source knows you don't believe in it. The source knows you don't believe in it. So the source just going, do you think the Most High is gonna step in when you don't even believe in the Most High? I'm saying you gotta believe it like a kid. Like, you have to believe it. You have to believe that spirit moves in your life just like when you were a kid, when you can imagine, like, imaginary friends and you're playing and you're just living in the present. That's how you have to believe in the Most High. That's how you have to believe in things. That's how you have to believe in the magic of the Most High. And it's not necessarily magic. It's what is. It's always been what is, It's always been what's natural. So, but if you write your letter and the Most High knows you don't believe, I mean, the Most High still gonna get the message. So once you send it out, you know, the universal forces are gonna show you something. But if you constantly in unbelief, let's just say that if you're in unbelief, then that's what you're gonna get. So, all right, y'all. I just wanted to talk about that briefly. I will see y'all in the next video. Please visit my GoFundMe link down below for my nonprofit that I'm trying to start. And I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Please comment down below and share my stuff and comment, subscribe, and let me know what y'all feeling. Because, yeah, so we can co-create with each other. All right, y'all. Peace.